Durham is a small, historic city in England with lovely pedestrian lanes that look something like a painting come to life. Durham is most famous for its ancient cathedral, a World Heritage Site that we will soon bring you inside. Durham is easily reached by train from the nearby city of Newcastle, just 11 minutes away, or from York, about a 45-minute train ride. Arriving at the Durham train station, you're greeted by a large panoramic mural that shows you the castle and the cathedral. From the train station, it's an easy, short walk downhill to the town. The map shows two different routes for walking down. You can either go left down a staircase or right along the street. The sign pointing to the staircase is slightly hidden behind vegetation and hard to see. But turns out that's the shorter way, just 600 meters walk to the main square. If you take the street, it's over 800 meters. The staircase route was pointed out to me by a friendly local chap who walked me part of the way, leading to a vista with a lovely view of the castle in the foreground and cathedral tower in the back. The river flows in a loop nearly all the way around the historic center of Durham, which is shaped into something like a peninsula as a result. Walking down from the train station, we'll first take a look at the pedestrian zone, and then the cathedral, which is the main reason that most visitors come to Durham. Crossing the bridge brings us to the main square of Durham, called the Marketplace, a hub of activity surrounded by impressive buildings. It's the most popular gathering space in the city, adorned with beautiful statues, a church steeple, comfortable benches where people can hang out, with shops all around, and St. Nicholas Church, built in Victorian Gothic style in the mid-19th century. Next to it, Town Hall, seat of government for more than 600 years. While at the marketplace, it's worth having a look at some of the pedestrian lanes that emanate out from it. So if you have some time before walking to the cathedral, take a stroll out from the marketplace along those lanes, such as Silver Street. The city has a population of about 50,000 people, nearly half of whom are college students. So it's likely that most of the people that you see out walking are not tourists, they live here. Durham University is one of the UK's most prestigious, attracting students from all over the world, which gives a youthful energy to the city. After having a look at those little side lanes, find your way back over to the main street of the city, called Sadler, that will lead directly to the cathedral. That painter we saw earlier, Kevin Day, is making progress on his impressionistic view of this pretty intersection. You can see more of his work on his website. While looking up Sadler Street, where we're heading, notice this white minibus coming down. It's a free shuttle bus that will take you from the cathedral to the main square and onto the train station, no charge. In a few blocks, you arrive at what's called Palace Green, with some of the old buildings of the university around it, a music school and library. Then we have a look from Google Earth of Palace Green with cathedral on the right and castle on the left. That castle is the main setting for the university. And of course, the cathedral is the primary goal of our visit. Upon entering the church, you will be astonished that such a large, beautiful building could have been constructed nearly 1,000 years ago. The architectural style is called Norman, derived from Normandy in France, from which William the Conqueror had just invaded England about 30 years before this was constructed. Romanesque is the other term for this style of architecture that features rounded arches rather than the later pointed arches of the Gothic. Columns and walls are also massive because there was very little external buttressing to hold the structure up. Later on, there was addition of some pointed arches and other Gothic details. As usual, there are various important burials and tombs and monuments and memorials, including the final resting place of the Venerable Bede, a medieval scholar and historian. The church was originally built to house the shrine of St. Cuthbert, a highly revered 7th century bishop. Then I came upon a university choir practice. Turns out the students were rehearsing for an evening show in the cathedral, including a performance of Beauty and the Beast. The medieval cloister was featured in the first 2 Harry Potter films, as were other parts of the cathedral. The cloister is a peaceful oasis with a tranquil atmosphere, surrounded by grand architecture. It was a place where the monks would have meditated, studied, exercised, and written their manuscripts. You could climb the 325 steps to the top of the tower. In the other direction underneath the cathedral, we have what's called the Undercroft, housing the cafe and cathedral gift shop. It's not a crypt, but a beautiful medieval room with vaulted ceilings and stone walls. That completes our visit to the cathedral. You can then exit through this tunnel that will bring you over to the river walkway and then connect up to some of the little side lanes of the town for your exit from the city of Durham. A most beautiful place with a fascinating history. Recapping on a map the route of our entire visit from the train station, walking down to the marketplace, through town up to the cathedral, then getting on a free minibus for the ride back to the train station. If you walk, it's a half mile or 800 meters, but it's nice to ride with that view looking back across the river. You can easily see the highlights of Durham we presented in the video during a half day. So most visitors to Durham are not spending the night here. There's not really a lot more to see. It's more like day trips from those nearby towns of York and from Newcastle. The train service is excellent, with frequent service and short travel times. As mentioned, train travel between Durham and Newcastle takes just 11 minutes, and between Durham and York it's just 45 minutes. I photographed the video you've been watching during my 30-day train trip all the way around Great Britain, visiting 12 major cities and day trips out to a dozen smaller towns, as I will be showing you in other movies. I traveled with a Brit Rail Pass, making it convenient to catch any train I wanted without any reservations, which you can purchase online before you get to Great Britain from various sources, including the very reliable ACP Rail. I purchased the first class rail pass because it's only 30% more expensive than second class and well worth it. You'll get hot meals at your seat and plenty of room. We frequently upload new movies, so please subscribe to our channel and click that little alarm bell so you'll be notified. And if you enjoyed the movie, how about a thumbs up, and we always welcome comments down below. Or if you have questions about the destination, make note and we'll answer them. Thanks for watching.